Back last January, 100 trout eggs arrived in the classroom at the Dorset School, where Carly Love teaches math and science to the school's 5th and 6th graders. 58 of them hatched and grew into fingerlings in a cold water aquarium, and now, on Tuesday, May 24th, it's time to release them into the wilds, in this case, the nearby Mettawee River, and let them loose. One by one, they are plucked from the classroom's aquarium and into a portable one, as the student scientists, who've been charting their progress and studying what factors go into making for a healthy environment for the fish, head out of the classroom and board a bus that will take them to the Dorset Hollow and access to the Mettawee. Trout in the Classroom, as the project is known, brings together math, science, and even literature. It was developed by Trout Unlimited, a nonprofit organization dedicated to the conservation of freshwater streams, rivers, and associated habitats for trout, salmon, and other aquatic species, and is headquartered in Arlington, Virginia. Once at the stream bed, the students broke up into small groups to do some analysis of the health of the stream. Mrs. Love, their teacher, described what was going on.
And I have 38 5th and 6th grade scientists who are releasing our brook trout from our Trout in the Classroom program. And right now at this station, we are determining the water quality and determining whether or not it's an appropriate riparian ecosystem for our brook trout. So kids are using science measurement instruments to get temperature readings of the water, where we're also going to be testing the water chemistry for the pH, the carbonate hardness, the general hardness, nitrites, nitrates, and ammonia. The kids learned how to test for all of this water quality in the classroom in our tank environment. And now as we're trying to get ready to release them into their natural environment, we want to make sure that the water quality is just perfect for them.
Some searched the stream for signs of the food the trout would need to live on. Jim Miranda of Dorset was there helping out.
We'll pick them off. See, things are starting to move around. That's gonna hurt you. Yep, pick it off if you can. Put it in your little cup. Put a little water in there.
There's a little bug crawling.
Right? You can pick them off with your fingers. Yeah. They're really on there tight, aren't they?
Oh,
Here's another
so hard.
big
Look.
There's a little larva in there.
One more big stuff.
And we're here looking for bugs. Pat and I are digging in the stream and helping the kids look for bugs. Mostly nymphs that are under the rocks and in the mud, and that's trout food. So they're experimenting and seeing what they can find. And it's an indication of two things: water quality and resources for fish to eat. And take a look at some of these. Those are big stonefly nymphs. See those? Yeah. The big one. Yeah. So if you're a trout and that comes floating down the river, it's like a pepperoni pizza. Right?
Another group was led by Catherine Monahan, the school's 5th and 6th grade English and Social Studies teacher, who were drawing literary inspiration from the fish and the environment.
Well, we were writing trout coos, little haikus, just enjoying the moment and, thinking about sensory language and, being inspired by this beautiful spot.
Over the course of the nearly 2 hours by the stream bed, the student scientists had collected a lot of information, a part of the process that was central to the whole experience.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if we do a good job of getting our data, then I'm going to introduce you to this really cool tool that's called the flow meter, that tells us the velocity of how fast the river is flowing. We're going to set up our water testing data table. I've got an example right here. If that's somebody's scavenger hunt paper, make sure your name gets on it and you don't lose it. Did anybody see white bubbly water?
Yes.
Okay, we call those riffles. What does that tell us is happening in the water? It's getting oxygenated. How many people got to touch or feel the water or get a temperature reading in the water? How would you describe it?
Cold.
Cold. What are our brook trout like?
Cold.
Cold. We got some pretty consistent temperature readings when I look at the data that's been collected. I saw 12 degrees Celsius, 13 degrees Celsius as my mode data, the ones that showed up the most. That's telling me that this water quality is top notch.
And then it was time for the main event, releasing the baby trout into their new habitat.
It's tiny.
This is a good spot right here. It's past this little, dumping right in this little pool right here.
Three, two, one. It went away. He doesn't want to leave. Third go.
Afterwards, we had a chance to talk with one of the students about what they learned from it all.
I guess we're just like learning outside of the classroom and learning about like nature and obviously brook trout. And my favorite part was probably like feeding them because like I don't know, it was just like really fun to do that. And then I guess just really getting to like learn about their internal anatomy, external anatomy, and all like the parts of it.
A classroom, it turns out, can be almost anywhere. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.